You guys, my book literally just came. Would you like to see inside? All right, come on, let's go. Also, quick side note, if you have my other books in the series, same exact supplies. So you don't have to buy a single thing. Yay!
So my microphone broke, which is why this will be a voiceover. I'm very excited to show you the inside of officially book 6 of the Whimsical Watercolor and How to Draw series. This is wee wing things. So we're talking bugs and birds and a couple of fairies thrown in here for good measure. Just could not resist. So we start off with some helpful drawing tips. That is actually my literal process where I always draw in pencil. Then I go over my pencil lines with fine liner and then I watercolor them in. And I do everything on hot press watercolor paper. And my exact supplies are always listed in the book for you. Exactly. I love using these little sets. They just make choosing colors super easy. And no worries if you don't have any money to buy sets, don't worry. I always also put the swatches colors in the book for you so you can actually just eyeball the colors that are close enough to what you already have. And then here is my collection of tools and a website link, which can also be found at whimsicalwatercolor.com, which leads to videos which go through all of those supplies that are on that page. And it shows you exactly how I use them to create the little critters that you see in all of the books. So that was Howdy How. This is Puffy Baby Beaky. So yeah, excuse the crazy names, but I get these weird inspiration for names and then they get stuck in my head. And then I'm like, well, that's just what the name is, as crazy as it is. So we have our little parrot. He's probably the most challenging one in the whole book. And I've already seen people do them in my Facebook group and they look amazing. So I really do think if you follow the steps, you can totally make these happen. And at the end of this video, after we see all 18, I'm going to show you some that I've already seen come through post in my Facebook group. They are adorable. So this is Buzzy Betty, and there are snippets and videos of these on my socials and on my YouTube channel. So keep your eyes peeled if you want some more tips. This is, oh, hey, Blue Jay. I know it's a really dumb name and I'm not sorry. It came out of my brain and it is sticking. So that was an angry little bird. And then of course we have Loopy Larry. I tried to alternate bugs and birds so it wasn't like too heavy in either direction. Got some great big eyes there. Here's little sweet baby Screech, who I made for a special friend of mine, actually. And as you can see, they are the same steps and the same supplies throughout all 18 of the little critters. So really, truly, you can start with the easiest one for you and then kind of slowly work your way up. This is Tippy Twinkletoe. She's one of the 2 fairies that are inside. And I just loved incorporating some of the other characters and critters that we are already done and kind of add them to the different pages just because I was just having so much fun and I wanted to show the scale of her. So she's, she's that big. And then comparatively speaking, compared to a dragonfly, like she's that much bigger. So she's pretty tiny. So if she was in real life, she'd probably be about the size of our hand, which just brings me a lot of joy to think about. I have no idea why I keep finger pointing, but I'm sure it was super boring. So I'm glad we're doing it this way instead. All right, Flowery Flutterer is one for the girls. I wanted to make sure, I know that bugs and birds can be a little bit more masculine trending. And while I do think there are some for the boys in this book, I wanted to make sure there was like a nice even range between kind of girly projects and more boy projects, if you will. So I make sure that there was like a good amount of both. So I really want to make this like an all family, kind of all ages crowd pleaser so everyone could have some fun. This is Flippity Fly. And he was the first on Instagram. He was the first little reel I had to come out from this book. And he was a huge hit. And I was honestly shocked because he's just kind of like a grungy old fly and people love him. So that makes me really happy because when I do these books, I don't really know what is going to resonate with people and what people will and will not like. And I just kind of take these big risks. I have literal trash around his pages, but it actually brings me so much joy to design all these pages. And here again, I'm highlighting the fact that those swatches are my literal swatches from my personal paints. So if you don't have that woodland set, you don't need it. You can just look in your own stash. You can look at the swatches and you can pick out the colors that are like the ones for the paints that you already own that are kind of in your stash. So here I was just talking about how much I love to kind of, for the 4 pages that each character is on, I love to create its own little world with the little splashes of watercolor and all of the different elements. I try to kind of like suck you in. It's like, while we're here doing happily hoppity, let's bring us into this world of orange and green and like playing off these different color palettes. And so that when you're here spending time on this one project, you can really kind of get in the mood. Now, here I'm talking about, I did an Instagram reel, and it's also on YouTube, showing the highlighter that I use for those eyes, which is always my Copic Opaque White. It is my favorite art supply of all time. Funnily enough, given to me by my husband, who knows 0 things about art supplies. It's the only thing he's ever given me, and it's like the best thing in the world. I should probably ask him for more art supplies. So what I do is you can see it in the little reel or the little short that I apply the white with its regular applicator, and then I use a paintbrush to spread it a little bit. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled on socials, because I'm giving away lots of little video hints and tips and tricks too, so you can kind of see up close in action. That was Squawkin' Steven for my brother. This is Bewildered Beetlebop, and he's a little bewildered. For this one, I was really enjoying bringing in those splash of tomatoes. I was trying to think, like, what would an actual beetle really be into? And I thought tomatoes. So I loved putting the tomatoes on the page with the green and the blue, and it just makes, again, I want you to like hang out in these pages, really read the instructions, catch all my mistakes, there always are there, and just like really get into the mood for the little characters that we're doing. This one is the wee flea, and I just couldn't help myself to imagine that these were bouncing off of the heads of the wonky woofers. So there's a couple in this section. Those are both for my wonky woofers book, and I just was like, certainly Oh No Gizmo has so many fleas bouncing around his head. He's filthy. And so I just had to put the 2 of them together for my own amusement and enjoyment. And of course, if you are collecting the series, then you'll recognize those little fun guys. This is Sweet Seagull Sally, another one for our little people who tend towards the feminine side. Give some sweet. So there's a variety in here. We have some dirty and grungy, like our dedicated Dennis is our dung beetle, of course. This is a great one to do with kids. I guarantee you, with kids, don't necessarily know what a dung beetle is, and they may be shocked to know that there's an animal on this planet that literally spends its entire life rolling up poop into little balls. Surely boys are going to get a kick out of that. And so this is a great one you can do with your grandkids, no matter what. No matter what, if they're guys, if they're boys or girls. Croon and Clyde, he was actually the last one that I drew and painted for the book. When I get to the last, it's really exciting because I have kind of gotten rid of the duds. There's always some that don't work out well, and I have to kind of switch gears. And so it was like, I need one more. Like, what is the most special thing that I can add? And I am just in love with him. And fun fact, the little glow orb around him was actually started off as an accident. I actually, and I don't know if I have this on camera. I'll have to go look back. I very well might. But I actually had this huge swish of yellow that was an accident, and it went all outside his body. And then I was like, oh, wait a second. What if I actually just made, like, emphasize, like, leaned into that big yellow blur and made that his glow? And that was a total happy accident. Last but not least, we have little Quickie Candle Wiki, and he's so cute. I did him right before Crooning Clyde, which is funny because I wasn't thinking kind of lightning bug, but he and the lightning bug kind of go kind of hand in hand with their lanterns. I also had a really fun time coming up with this spread because in my imagination I was just thinking, like, he's going into this lantern. How cool would it be to have like the sky and the nighttime kind of engulfing him up, and he coming into it with his lantern as they kind of meet across the pages. And I didn't know how it was going to look out in book form. And I'm super pleased with the way that it looks because I don't know. I just design these things. I just take chances. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I hadn't seen it until literally yesterday when it showed up on my doorstep. Mind you, people have already received their books. So I know I'm crazy like that. But I love how it came out and I'm really excited. Um, no idea why I'm pointing to myself. So I'm just going to keep talking. So please come and share your work. If you want to do any of these and you want me to see, just post them in my Facebook group community. I have huge giveaways every single month. And oh, I know what I was saying, that they're sponsored by no one but me, just me. And you can use the hashtag Karen's Art Books when you upload your posts, when you're posting and doing artwork from the book, and then that automatically enters you to win a prize. You can win either a free book, including this one, or you can win two of my Blackwing pencils, or you can win a free corduroy adorable giant pencil pouch. And like, if you're going to be doing them anyways, come and share them with me. And then you can play to win. I choose winners on the first of every single month. I've been doing this since 2021. It's super fun and I'm never going to stop. So come and play with us. And again, there's a link. You can also go to whimsicalwatercolor.com and opt in for my crash course. That is what is included with all the videos on all those supplies that I was showing you in the beginning of the book. It has like literally what are they and how do I use them. Just a wee reminder, this is a whole series. So this is book 6 and books 1, 2, 3, and 4 all use the same art supplies as We Wing Things. Happy Who's Is uses a separate set of watercolor, and those you are going to see again. I'm just showing you that the other 4 have the same art supplies. Happy Who's is going to have the same art supplies as book 7, which is going to be Sassy Storefronts, and there is a little sneak peek for you. And I did Google Atticus's attic, so I knew that it was apostrophe S, but people keep telling me that I'm wrong, but I swear I Googled it. So anyways, what I wanted to share before you disappear, don't go anywhere. I want to show you some of these adorable artworks that have been coming through my Facebook group before you go. And if you have any questions, let me know. These are available worldwide on Amazon's. And to find the whole series, you can go to whimsicalwatercolorbooks.com if you want to check each of them out separately. Let's go see some work. Let's go see it. So, which one are you going to do first? I can't wait to see it.